Nice. Fantastic. Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining today's call. We're all very anxiously waiting, to hear all the great news. So I know that there's been nothing like normal about this year, right? So of course, everything got a little bit delayed with us kind of sharing the winners. But the greatest thing is it gave us a little bit more time to be able to host a Zoom call like this, as the results of this year's walk and run, despite it even being virtual this year, really is just outweighed all of our expectations. And it's just been unbelievably successful. So it's actually really nice that we get to host something as special as this today. So thanks for, I know it's really hard, but thanks for, sitting on the edge of your chairs, anxiously waiting the results. So we do appreciate that. So before we get started, I just wanted to go over a couple of amazing, facts about this year's walk and run. Before I turn it over to Gordon, here are some amazing things about this particular walk this year. So we were actually able to raise over more than $150,000 with this particular walk and run, despite it even being virtual this year. The total actual money raised was $177,541.27. And so just for a comparison, when we actually have it in its normal blossom days, we would raise $181,000. So we were able to do this with half the number of teams, half the number of participants, and do this all through virtual platform of the dedication and the passion that we have from teams, just like you here today. That is a true testament to your dedication to the mission and to the walk, and what it really means to you and your teams. So again, that was beyond all of our expectations. So again, kudos to everybody on this call today. We received about a little over 1,000 donations. 32 were received on or after the day of the program, which actually was a little around 10 grand. So again, money was still coming in on a day of and a little bit after. We're like comparison to last year in 2019, there were only 15 donations that came on that day, and it only totaled about $2,000. So people were still literally moving ahead through this, the virtual walk and run to the very last moment. Again, there was 57 teams this year compared to last year was around 126. So again, less than half, and we did it and did it really well. We had about 179 people participated in the walk, comparatively to a little less than 2,000 in 2019. Our largest team had about 112 members. Our top 5 teams actually raised over $75,000 with just those teams. Again, that just is tremendous success there. There were donations to participants that came all the way from Canada to Puerto Rico, Kosovo, and South Korea. That is one of the many blessings of doing it virtually. The reach geographically is boundless. I mean, there is no bounds. You can go anywhere. So that was quite different than obviously in some other walks in the past. Our largest actual individual donation was about $5,000 each. 2 of them were made, totaling around $10,000. Our legacy garden held about 72 signs this year, and it was visited. So the legacy garden really did again show the dedication for those who is part of the walk and run. Again, our virtual program was via Facebook and our website, Instagram, YouTube. We had about 180 or is it 1,800 total views from 27 states actually viewed us live during that event day. So again, amazing. In light of the fact we had about 879 people participated, less than half of the teams last year, we raised again $177,000 for our mission. That will continue to help us to educate, on the organ, eye, and tissue donation and to keep our mission, moving in the future. So again, thank you to everybody for being on the call. I am actually now going to turn it over to Gordon for his segment.
It's hard to top that, Michelle. I just wanted, before we get started, I want to thank Stacy for help putting this together. She did a phenomenal job, as well as the community outreach department. Again, kind of short staff, big volunteers, and again, the virtual event was at Lifebanc. It was great, and as you saw the numbers that Michelle talked about, but we couldn't have done it without our great team at Lifebanc, all the volunteers that stepped up, and Stacy as well. So thank you all for that. I want to appreciate everything you've done for that. But we're here tonight to announce the top fundraising teams for 2020. And again, you got to, no matter where you fell in the top 10 or the top 57, we love you all. You all are great. You help raise money for Lifebanc, our mission that saves and heals lives, for donor registrations, community outreach, education, research, and also for bereavement services for all those people that need our services. So no dollar, whether it's $1 or $10,000, it all goes to a great cause, and we couldn't do it without all the 57 teams. So thank you all for that. What we want to do is go kind of go down the list. We're going to start with, it's kind of like David Letterman's top 10 list, but we're going to go back, let's go just like David Letterman. We're going to start with the 10th team and go all the way to number 1. So again, if you guys are ready, I will start that process. In 10th place, raising $4,339.25 was Bob and Lou and Charlie 2. At number 9, yeah, please clap. I know we're all silent, but we see that, right? 9th place was Cross It for Carl, $4,050.50. Thank you, Cross It for Carl. 8th place was CASJ's Crew, $5,703.12. I love those 12 cents. Every little penny. Thank you for that. In 7th place, Andy Baskin loved this title of this team, Big Sexy. Raised $6,250.75. Griff's Grateful Gain came in 6th place, raising $7,281.12. Thanks, Griff. Thanks for your team. 5th place, Team Mac, $8,853.56. Thank you, Team Mac and Linda. You guys have always been there for years. We appreciate what you've done. In 4th place, we have Team Wick, $10,201.36. Thank you all. Thanks, Team Wick, for all your help. We appreciate it. All right, and just give a round of applause for everyone, please. Come on, let's go. Now for the big top 3. Bob from Angel Beside Us, Christy from Team Keeny Beanie, and Tanya from Choose Wisely. We want to acknowledge that Choose Wisely's co-captain, Cheryl Silas, could not be on the call. And is Alyssa on the call? Yes, yeah, Alyssa is on the call. So it's good to have all you on there. These 5 individuals are responsible for raising more than $56,000. So the top 3 teams raised $56,000. Thank you all for that. We really appreciate it. Awesome job. So Bob from Angels Beside Us, I think you got a gift, didn't you?
Right here.
For us?
That.
Yeah, go ahead and open it. Show us what you got.
The card or the bag?
Oh, the bag.
Bag, okay.
We need like music. We need da da da.
Not Jeopardy though, please.
Yes.
Awesome job, Bob. You were the third highest fundraising team, Bob. Thank you for that. Congrats.
Oh.
And Bob, we know that this team monitors
Thank
your
you.
daughter and granddaughter, Jess and Lilia.
I am mute.
Yeah, and what an honor
No,
and
you're not on
purpose
mute. You're
all
good.
for their legacy. We can't express that gratitude enough. And Bob, I didn't know if you wanted to say a few words, because we'd love to hear from you if you would be able to.
Thanks, Bob. Did you want to share anything with the group?
Hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
you're quite welcome.
No, thank you.
I lost my audio.
Oh, that's fine. Anything you want to say other than thank you? I mean, the mic's yours for a couple of minutes if you want it.
Oh, no.
He's still on. Maybe he just went mute.
Oh, there you are.
Well, congratulations, Bob. We also know that there's this slightly friendly rivalry between Chris and Tanya. I mean, and thank God it's friendly. But, both of you guys are winners in our book. Would both of you open your gifts to reveal the second place in the top fundraising team? Colin, you got to put a drum roll in next time.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. Choose Wisely came in second place this year. And again, we know that Cheryl is not here, but Choose Wisely lost a tough member with Clinton, which was Cheryl's son. And but even with that being said, you guys were able to double the amount of money that you raised in 2019. And again, you've always been there, Tanya. You guys have always done a phenomenal job. And please pass our thanks to Cheryl as well and let her know that we're still thanking and praying for her and Clinton. And I didn't know if you wanted to say.
Yeah, I mean, you give me a chance to say something, of course, I'm going to jump right in. This has been an incredibly tough year for us. Sorry.
Take your time.
I'm so honored and privileged that I get to be Cheryl's friend, and I'm watching her struggling with grief over her son, Clinton. I can't bring him back, but what I can do is continue to raise awareness of organ, eye, and tissue donation to honor his memory, to know that we can save just one life because of the work we're doing through Lifebanc is the greatest way that I can honor my friend Cheryl and I can honor Clinton's memory. I have to stop for a moment and say something about all 57 teams. As a board member, I cannot thank you enough for all that you're doing. The beauty of what we do isn't just fundraising, isn't just the dollar amount, but it's the fact that we are raising awareness of organ, eye, and tissue donation. There's nothing greater we can contribute than that. I am so inspired by donor families like Bob, like Linda, and even like Christy, who can somehow grieve and cry and shed tears and feel heartbreak, but still find hope and healing and turn their tragedies into triumph. I am so moved by your stories, and I'm so blessed to be a witness to that. It is individuals like you, not simply my competitive nature, that fuels me to use my voice to raise awareness. And I'm so honored to be amongst you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I will gladly share this with Cheryl. I will give it to her as this is in honor of her and Clinton. And Christy, look out. You know that I don't do well coming in second place. So I would suggest you start fundraising for next year from now. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you more.
Thank you, Tanya and Cheryl. We really appreciate it. Thank you for your dedication.
Thank you.
And next we have Christy, Scott, and Alyssa, who honors their daughter, Kiara. And we know how much she was loved by so many, and the circle of the support that she had was extremely large. In 2019, your team came in second place, raising $10,040. You hit that number completely out of the baseball park this year, and your team raised $20,459.82. So, Christy, I'm sure you want to say a few words as well, and we can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. I hate following her though. She's such a good speaker. this year, well, we didn't know how we were going to do because it's being virtual, and I'm one of the ones that wants to get the biggest team. And I mean, everyone knows our color's orange out there and have the sea of orange, and we couldn't do that this year, but we did hold something, which was really nice. So we did get together and had lunch and had like our own little walk, and had a little fundraiser just to kind of get any little amount of money in, because we weren't sure how it was going to go, but it ended up just spiraling and more money kept coming in, and it kept coming in. And you know, Tanya was right there on my heels, and Bob, and I thought I only had to worry about Tanya, and then I had to worry about Bob for a little while. So then him and I were going at it. So I don't know. I think our competitive natures, you know, it definitely pays off. All the money goes to a great cause. So yeah, I'm just really competitive. It's not about who comes in first, Tanya, but it is.
Yeah, I think in this case, competitive equals passion. You know, I mean, we say
100%.
competitive, but passion is the buzzword. That's the word that makes a difference. That's why we're all here, and that's why we're all front and center. And again, wow, what else can I say? You know, as we wrap up this call, you know, I think we need to get all the captains, team captains, each of you, all a round of applause. You guys did a phenomenal job, and the numbers show that. I mean, you know, we don't know what next year is going to look like. Clearly, we have proven that we can do another event remotely if we have to. Hopefully, COVID is behind us and we can go back to the way we were. But again, we are prepared for whatever is in front of us. Lifebanc will push forward. I mean, people are relying on us to save and heal lives. People are relying on us to get more registered donors, and we're not going to let anyone down. And we can't do what we do without each and every one of you. And from the bottom of my heart, wow, you guys did a phenomenal job. You all hit it out of the park. And again, 2021, hopefully we can bury 2020 behind us. 2021 will look so much better, and we can kind of get back to some semblance of order. But if not, we know we have you guys behind us, and we'll be successful either way. So I want to thank you all for being on this call tonight, and I hope you all have a great evening. And we'll see you sooner than later.